Hey guys, last week a movie called Archive came out, and this has got to be one of my favorite sci-fi movies of the year. I know there's not a lot of competition in 2020, but I really enjoyed this despite being a little bit slow and a little bit predictable. The twist ending was absolutely amazing. All right, guys, this is gonna have spoilers, so if you don't want to know, stop watching now, go watch Archive, and then come back.
Hey, Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel.
Okay, so the premise of this movie is pretty cool. It reminded me a lot of Amazon Prime Video's Upload, where if someone dies, you can kind of save their consciousness and their being, except in this, it will deteriorate eventually, right? They know that. They say it's going to deteriorate, and so, you're going to only have so long with this person to communicate with them. So this guy, basically, he carries like the whole film, by the way, too. He's really, really good. But his wife dies, and you kind of see clips here and there, like memories of the accident. She dies in a car crash. Now you also see clips that he got in an argument with her about using that program. She did not want to sign up for it. She felt forced into it. She really didn't want to live on, so to speak. However, apparently it seems like he did it anyway, which you see they do get in a fight about that. And then she tells him to cancel it. But obviously, if he has her consciousness that he's working with here, he didn't cancel it. So he's basically been getting funding to do a job. But instead, what he's doing is he's trying to build an AI around his wife. So he has his initial robot that, his AI didn't age past 5. Then another one that's a teenager, and then another one that seems to have reached full consciousness. So he's building an actual like AI body that looks like a human, where the other ones are very blocky and not really human looking. So in order to do this, he had to tamper with his archive box. At one point, we see some archive technicians come in and realize that he has tampered with it. They act like it's not a big deal, and then they go back and he's getting calls from his boss saying, they're going to come, like archive is mad, you're messing with their intellectual property, and you're not supposed to do that. Throughout the course of this, he also has some calls with his wife, where he's talking to her about things. But also there's memories that the AIs are remembering. And the one AI, the teenager one, is really got problems. She's not very happy that he's kind of taken to this new AI. Listen, she's basically dealing with teenage hormones, and eventually she kills herself, which is so crazy. Like that scene, I almost got teary. Like I was like, wow. Like she just walks into the water knowing that it's going to kill her. Says goodbye to her little sister and does it. It's crazy because she was just so jealous that he was spending time with this new AI. And even though he tried to split it evenly, but he was getting mad at her sometimes if she was doing things. So it was really, really sad, that part. Again, parts of this are a little slow and a little predictable, but I promise you stick with it, and the end is so worth it because, listen, at one point the AI that's fully developed realizes that she was pregnant. She says, I remember the accident. I was pregnant. And you keep seeing clips of him looking over at his wife, and she looks like she is dead or dying. Okay? Major twist. So then he's getting all these calls that the archive is going to come. They're mad. They want to know what he's doing with their property. They're going to seize his AIs, his robots, whatever. They're going to take all his work. And alarms are going off, proximity alarms, and it's going nuts in there. And like he wants to transfer the consciousness from the archive box into the AI that has become developed. And he's like, listen, I just needed to make sure that this body could hold it, but I actually really don't even want an AI. I want her. I want to transfer it. The AI is, of course, sad because she's having all these feelings. She's realizing she loves him. And she eventually decides, okay, fine, listen, they're under pressure. The alarms are going off. Things are going crazy. And she's like, all right, you know what? Go ahead. Transfer me back in. Transfer, your wife's real consciousness into my body. Go for it. He does it very last minute. The doors open. He's expecting the cavalry to come in and steal all his work. And no one is there. And that is when I was like, oh no. Then the archive phone rings. Even though he's like transferred stuff. Because that's how you talk to people. The phone rings. And the AI has told him previously too that she remembered she was pregnant during all this, so he's mourning his wife and a baby, and it's crazy. So he answers the phone and he hears his wife and his kid like saying goodbye to him. Like, this is the last time we're gonna get to talk to you. Boom, twist. Guess what? He is the one who died. So then they flash a few different scenes. They give the wife they have like a little funeral. The guys who were the technicians are actually like, they are the technicians, but they're the technicians on the other side. They bury the box, it says like for burial, because his consciousness has left. So the ending, so this whole time we've been watching this guy, and really he's been trapped in this archive himself, and this is obviously just his brain's way of dealing with it, is to think that it was his wife and that he went on as planned to go do this research, and instead he focused it on building his wife, and actually he's the one who died, and his wife and child had to say goodbye to him. It was really cool ending. Sad, but I liked that twist because I was like waiting for some kind of twist, because almost always sci-fi movies like this have a twist. But so that's what it is. It's crazy, and like I said, it makes the whole thing worth watching. Even if you've just heard this and you haven't seen it yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. You don't have to sit and watch the entire thing, but because some parts in the middle are a little slow and predictable, like I said, but really you get to know this guy and you truly believe his existence. And so that was a major twist. I was pretty surprised. I'm pretty sure I went like, I think I gasped watching it. Again, totally makes it worth it. But anyway, Archive, it is out now on demand on digital. Be sure you check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've seen it, let me know down in the comments that you saw it. If you haven't seen it, tell me what you think down in the comments. Be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter. I'm at Mama's Geeky over there. MAMASGEEKY. Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys.